Samuel, please remind Saul that I anointed him king of Israel. And then, tell him to wipe out the Amalekites.
You got it! Listen up. The Lord sent me to anoint thee king of Israel. And the Lord said, strike down the Amalekites with great vengeance and furious anger.
That's not exactly what God said.
Shut up, Jeffrey. Let him talk. He's just being poetic.
Capiche? God wants me to knock off the Amalekite gang. All the families?
The Lord said, spare no one. Kill all the men.
100% dead.
Kill the women.
77% dead.
Kill the children.
Permanently grounded.
Kill the infants.
Late term abortions.
Kill the cattle.
Utterly destroy them.
Kill the sheep.
Sheer carnage.
Kill the camels.
Smoke them if they got them.
And kill the donkeys too.
Kick their, butts.
And they will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Damn straight.
Kill infants? Kill camels and donkeys? God, why?
Jeffrey, we need to show people that we mean business.
Oh yeah, we'll show those camels what for. God, you're supposed to be perfectly good, remember?
Yeah? So?
So, if you can still be called good after killing entire settlements of women, children, infants, and animals, then by what metric could we possibly measure evil?
Jeffrey, being God, by definition, means that whatever I do can't be called evil.
Says who?
Says me.
My, isn't that convenient? What about when someone says that you commanded it, secondhand, like what just happened here?
Well, as long as I really said so, then fine.
Don't you think that setting such a precedent is dangerous?
Jeffrey, I'm pretty sure that killing in the name of God will never be a problem.
Can I get a drink of your tasty beverage?
Hey, kill that kid. God wants all those brats dead. Whoa, hold on there. This is a good heifer. We're gonna keep this one alive to sacrifice to God. Capiche?
Samuel, I'm pretty sad that I have made Saul king. We need to find a new king.
Really? But why?
Because Saul just now disobeyed me.
Oh no. Thou mean he didn't kill the Amalekites? Thou know, that doesn't really surprise me. Killing little infants can be a pretty fucked up thing to do.
No, that's not it. He late term aborted the shit out of those little bastards. But he kept several of the animals alive so that he could sacrifice them to me.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You're pissed off because instead of killing some of the animals right away, Saul is going to kill them later by sacrificing them to you? Who cares? I mean, the animals you order to be killed will be killed.
Yeah, but he didn't obey me perfectly, like a robot. Remember when Saul foolishly ordered his men not to eat, but they did anyway? He would have been humiliated if he didn't punish them. Now I'm in that same position. Now I am grieved I made him king. I'm gonna make someone else king.
But in that analogy, you're the one giving foolish orders. More importantly, though, how could you possibly regret doing something when you already know exactly how things will happen before they happen?
Well, you see,
Yo, I'm back. I did just like God wanted, and the Amalekites are sleeping with the fishes.
Oh really? Then what's with all these noisy ass animals?
This is God's cut to be sacrificed, but we totally destroyed everything else. We slaughtered all those evil babies and brats and whatnot.
Oh, I see. Thou pounced on all the plunder and did evil in the eyes of the Lord!
So killing infants is good, and not killing animals is evil. But without God, there's no moral compass.
What's the matter with you? I'm gonna obey God. The animals are gonna get knocked off in the sacrifice, obviously.
The Lord wants you to obey him like a perfect robot. Thou should have killed those animals straight away. Which dost thou think the Lord prefers, thy barbecued animals or a perfectly obedient robot?
Well, actually, God really does love him some barbecue, but yeah, people who cower to him like mindless automatons are pretty high on his list too.
Automatons? Nah, actually, I sort of like the Decepticons.
Sweet Jesus.
Samuel, thou looketh like thou not having way too much fun here. I mean, am I here to amuse thee? Do I look like a clown to thee?
Does the Lord look like a clown to thee?
What?
What does the Lord look like?
What?
What country art thou from?
What?
What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak Hebrew in what?
What?
Hebrew, motherfucker! Dost thou speak it?
Yeah!
Then thou knowest what I'm saying. Thou didn't obey like a perfect robot.
Okay, you got me. I screwed up. Please, God, forgive me.
Ha! Dost thou thinketh the Lord will forgive thee just because thou earnestly ask?
Huh, too bad Samuel never gets a chance to read the New Testament. Eh, God?
Do you ever shut up?
Since thou rejected the Lord rejects thee as King of Israel.
Damn straight.
The Lord does not lie or ever change his mind.
Nope, I never change my mind.
But, God, you made Saul king and then literally just now changed your mind, saying you're gonna find a new king. You even said, and I quote, I am grieved that I have made Saul king.
Jeffrey, I can say the opposite of what I mean and have whatever I mean mismatch whatever I say whenever I say it and have it interpreted in whatever way I want, no matter how inconsistent.
Oh, really? How?
Simple. I'm God.
What's all this about a new king?
Samuel, head on down to Bethlehem. I'm gonna have you anoint a new king.
Say what? If Saul finds out I'm going to Bethlehem to anoint a new king, he'll put a hit out on my ass.
Good point. I tell you what, bring a cow with you and just tell him you're going to Bethlehem to sacrifice it. That'll be your cover.
Holy shit. You mean God Almighty himself has to come up with some lame story to protect his prophet from a mere mortal?
Jeffrey, look at him. He gets kinda scary when he loses his temper.
So who we looking for?
Right over there. That's him, tending to the sheep on the plain. David, the next king of Israel.
Why him?
Because we need someone who can survive all of Saul's attempts on his life. We need someone who can be a war hero.
You got it. Listen up. I come in the name of the Lord! Yo, what can I do thee for? I have come to anoint thee into the service of the Lord! Which will basically give you superpowers and shit. I'm just out here taking care of the sheep. And thou come here with this great honor, and I really appreciate it. Thou know what I'm saying? Cause thou could have picked any one of my brothers, Jorgensen, Coletta, Ortega, Danforth, Krakauer, Delmore, and they'd be good picks. They can bake bread real good, so it's like, we say we're the baker team. And when people always laughing at our jokes, we always roughhousing. You sure about this, motherfucker? I said, goddamn!
What's wrong?
Something bit me. Yeah, sorry about that. There's a lot of snakes on this plane.
Lucy, I need your most evil spirit. Why? I just need it, okay? Sure, but you have to tell me why first. I want to use it to torment somebody, okay?
God is going to torment someone with an evil spirit?
Yeah? So?
Won't it freak people out that you do such a thing?
What they don't know won't hurt them.
Won't people write about it? Like, in a Bible or something?
Ha ha! Like people are gonna read the Bible.
Still, that's pretty fucked up, God.
Yeah. Just give me an evil spirit already.
Okay. If you want something really evil, I've got just the thing.
Oh, goody.
9 months ago, while I was exploring the deepest, darkest depths of hell, I caught the unholy spirits of BuzzFeed and InfoWars having wild monkey sex.
Ew! What does that have to do with anything?
BuzzFeed is very pregnant and is about to give birth to their unholy bastard love child.
Dare I unleash this beast upon the world?
It's quicker if thou have the hole in the desert already dug. 'Cause if someone catches thee, then you gotta dig another hole. Thou could be there all night. Oh my god, what the hell is that?
Top 10 reasons Putin would make a great kisser.
Oh, somebody stop it! Someone stop it!
How Beyonce inspired a generation and then planned 9/11.
Oh, God!
Maybe if we send for someone who can play heavenly harp music, we could drive the evil spirit away.
False flag attacks are a construct of white male privilege.
Fine! I'll try anything! Find the best harp player in all the land!
I know just the guy. David, son of Jesse of Bethlehem.
Pepe the Frog is the perfect advocate for the LGBT community because the water turned the frogs gay.
David, come quick! We need thee to play the harp for the king to drive away an evil spirit. Oh, Samuel, what art thou doing here? Thou know David?
No, I'm just out here chilling on this plane.
Wait a minute! Saul just so happens to need a harp player, and of all people he sends for David. My, what an amazing coincidence.
Yo, is this the place? Very not bad.
Manspreading is an act of terrorism.
What the hell was that?
David, quick! Get in there! We need thee on the harp! Stat! "57 reasons the harp is overrated and will lead to the downfall of society."
I must break you. Let us settle in the old way. Thou shalt give one man to fight. If he wins, we Philistines shall be thy servants. But if I win, thou shalt be ours.
Holy crap! If any one of thee can knock off that big bumpkin down there, I'll give thee my daughter's hand in marriage. And tons of cash. And thy family won't have to pay taxes anymore, neither.
Yo, Saul, worry not, my king. I'll kill him for thee.
Give me a break. Thou art just a kid, David. Thou can't beat that giant, capiche?
Yo, sometimes, when I'm tending to the sheep and whatnot, a bear or a lion, will attack. And I'll save the sheep by killing the lion or bear with a single punch. Thou see, God gave me, superpowers and whatnot. So it's really not a problem. I mean, if I can easily kill lions and bears and whatnot, I can kill that oversized, uncircumcised Philistine. Thou know what I'm saying?
Okay, David, if thou say so. Here, let me give thee some armor.
Yo, nah, I'm good. Superpowers, remember?
Thou think David can beat that giant?
Well, of course he can. God made David the best. With bows, with knives, with his bare hands. He can ignore pain, ignore weather, live off the land, and eat things that would make a billy goat puke.
All right already, jeez.
Thou sent pathetic boy to fight me?
Ha! Yo, thou come at me with weapons of war and whatnot, but I don't need none of that, cause God gave me superpowers. When I destroy thee, everyone in the world is gonna see that God is on our side and saves not by weapons of war, but by superpowers.
I must break thee.
You'll break me all thou wants. I'm under warranty.
Warranty expire.
Nope. It's a lifetime warranty.
Substandard company issued warranty. Went bankrupt many years ago.
But they were bought out by a competitor that will still honor the warranty.
Only if thou kept original receipt, but thou did not.
But I'll get, like, store credit, which is just as good as shekels.
Not with restocking fee.
Oh my god, just shut the hell up about the frickin' warranty and fight already.
Yo, is there no one else? Yo, is there no one else?
Saul has killed 1,000 men in war, but David has killed 10,000 more. Killing Philistines is David's sport, but Saul comes up a little short.
What? David hasn't killed tens of thousands of men. You hear these daffy broads? I've killed way more people than David has. You hear me, you cheap floozies? David gets credit for everything. What's next? The kingdom?
Ten reasons David is better than Saul.
Oh my god, not another top 10 list.
Fine. I'll make it a top 100 list.
Please, no! Damn it, I'm so sick and tired of hearing about how great David is. I'm gonna pin that son of a bitch to the wall.
Yo, what the hell?
Say, could thou do me a solid and get rid of David?
But why? I thought you liked David.
Yeah, but remember how me and God used to be besties?
Yeah?
Well, now God is going steady with David. And I can't take seeing those two together. It would just be easier if I had some space. Put David in charge of one of the armies. Hopefully, he'll die in combat or something. And I'll finally be rid of that little twerp.
I'll see to it immediately.
Well, looks like David is hugely successful.
Yep.
All because you're on his side now.
Yep.
And all of Israel and Judah loves him now.
Yep.
Saul is gonna be pretty upset about this.
Yep.
And to top it off, you keep sending that evil spirit to torment Saul.
Yep.
And you're loving every minute of it.
Yep.
And it's excessively vindictive and petty of you.
Yep. I mean, no. No, it's not. Yep.
David, thou art loved far and wide, so I have decided to give thee my oldest daughter's hand in marriage. But thou hast to serve me bravely in battle, capiche? And hopefully the Philistines will knock him off so I don't have to. Congrats!
Yeah, like, who am I to become the king's son-in-law? I mean, I really appreciate thou giving me this broad and whatnot, but I'm just a common man. I don't deserve to be the king's son-in-law.
Daddy, can I have him? I love David. He's such a dream.
What dost thou want from me? He said he doesn't want to be my son-in-law.
But I want him. I want him. I want him.
Take this quiz to find out if David should be your son-in-law.
I want him. I want him. I want him.
Son-in-law.
I want him. I want him. I want him.
Quiz.
I want him.
Fine! David, I'm gonna give thee one more chance to be my son-in-law, capiche? Thou can have my other daughter, Michael.
Yo, I don't know. I mean, she's got a dude's name and whatnot, and being the son-in-law of the king is like way out of my league, cause thou know I'm just a poor man and whatnot.
Oh, I got an idea. I could give her to thee for a special price.
What, like a discount hooker?
Nah, I'm not talking shekels. I'm talking foreskins.
Thou want the hoodies off of Giggle Sticks?
Yeah. I want to make a foreskin coat for my little nephew. You see, it's one size fits all. When the kid grows up, all you gotta do is rub the coat and it turns into an extra large.
Yo, so, like, how many turtlenecks are we talking here?
I don't know, say 100 push pops? Take them from the Philistines as revenge.
Yo, sounds good. 100 Philistine Pancho Pias coming up.
My king, why art thou sending David to fetch sausage casings?
I don't care about the frickin' cocksmocks. Those Philistines will kill David when he tries to touch their spanket blankets. Finally, I'll be rid of that glory-stealing punk.
God, didn't Saul put David in charge of 1,000 soldiers?
Yep.
And isn't David setting out with his men to get those PPTPs?
Yep.
So, why would Saul think David isn't capable of getting 100 Pikajus? He has a 10-to-1 advantage. And why would Saul want to kill David anyway? If he knows God is with David, then it would be in his best interest to keep David on his side. Right, God? God?
Yo! Yeah? What dost thou want? Foreskin! What? Yo! Like, cut the skin off the end of thy dick and hand it over. What on earth for? I need it so I can get married. I've been to 3 weddings, my friend. Nobody did anything with anybody's foreskin. Let's all just calm down. My brother-in-law got us a nice ceramic jug. Perhaps that would be a more appropriate wedding gift. Ceramic jug? Yes! It has a flower pattern. Yo, that sounds nice. It is. Very nice. Okay. Go fetch me a ceramic jug for my wedding. Gladly. Be sure to fill it up with dick skins. Okay. 193, 194, 190.
Oh my god, Daddy, this is so romantic!
197, 198, 199, 200. There thou go. Thou wanted 100 Cyclops sleeves, and I done thou better and got thou 200. Yo, like, what is she doing?
Why, making foreskin angels, of course!
Not again.
God? God?
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh me. And I haven't been waiting for this moment at all because I'm beyond space and time. Oh me. Oh me. Ah! Damn it, Jeffrey! How the hell did you 007 your way past my security?
God, calm down. Remember, the doctor said to keep your mana pressure down.
Now, I don't give a damn about my mana pressure anymore. I'm sick and tired of you barging in on me. This is Lucifer, and she is hungry for angel food. Oh, are we pissing our pot leaves yet? Bashing your head in is gonna be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You smell that?
Yeah, it smells like barbecue?
It's so beautiful.
Holy shit!
That is, one big pile of sacrifices.
How many sacrifices is that?
1,000.
What a waste!
Hold it right there, buddy. Are you having fun here? Yeah? Alright then. Carry on.
What the hell?
Back then, PETA was, people for the enjoyment of torturing animals.
Oh, that's right, these are biblical times.
I mean, look at all those sacrifices, Jeffrey. It's so beautiful. It brings a tear to my eye.
Who the hell is burning all those animals anyway?
That's King Solomon. Huh. Well, I guess I better go down there and grant him a wish.
Grant him a wish? Seriously? You're like a genie now? Rub the magic lamp and get a wish? A bad episode of I Dream of Deity?
Rub a lamp? Don't be ridiculous, Jeffrey. Obviously, the creator of hundreds of billions of galaxies is gonna be far more impressed by burning a bunch of animals.
Obviously.
Sully, Bobby, Daddy Big Boss saw your smoke signal and Daddy likey. Ask me for whatever you want. I'll make a list, and I'll check it twice.
Gad, first of all, I just want to thank you for coming. I know you probably have a very busy schedule. But I'm going to be as forthcoming as I can be. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I see.
So, I had an idea that I was going to run past you. I don't know, maybe you think it's a good idea, maybe you think it's a bad idea. But maybe you could make me wise enough to rule your people.
That's not how wisdom works. It comes with time, through valuable lessons learned from both teachers and experience. If God were to just snap his fingers and make you wise, it would require suddenly changing your brain, your very thoughts, to the point that you would not be you anymore. How could you possibly have free will if God himself is manipulating your neural pathways to the point that you're having thoughts that you wouldn't otherwise have?
Done and done. You are now the wisest person who has ever lived or will ever live, my man. Period. And just because you didn't wish for the usual crap like wealth and honor, I'm gonna toss in wealth and honor as added bonuses. Do me right, and you'll live a long life.
Wait, why would living a long life be good? Wouldn't it be better to die early and end up in paradise ASAP? The longer you live, the more chances you have to fuck that up, and the more time you have to spend in a fallen world. I mean, isn't that the justification for when God kills children or allows children to die? So which is it? Is it better to die young or old? Make up your mind already.
Let's test out Solomon's new wisdom. Go ahead and answer him, Solly.
I was thinking, and first of all, I'm just very flattered that you would ask for my opinion. Thank you very much for that. But, maybe,
for Christ's sake, just spit it out already.
Must go faster. I'm thinking, that maybe we should just, forget about the whole conversation and, burn some more animals.
Shit, sounds good to me.
King Solomon, these prostitutes are having a dispute, and they could certainly benefit from your wise judgment.
Her baby died in the night, so she swapped her dead baby with my living baby while I was sleeping.
I did not. This baby is mine.
Mine! No, mine! Mine!
Mine!
Let it go! No, mine!
Shush. I don't want to hear it. Is it your baby? I don't know. Is it your baby? I don't know. Is this an episode of Maury Povich? I don't know. But, someone, bring me my sword. Okay, I want everyone to listen to me, very carefully. I'm gonna cut the baby, in half, and, you're gonna get a half, and you're gonna get a half, and that'll be the end of it. I'll consider the matter, settled.
Well, that's dumb. Neither one of the women is gonna want the kid to be killed.
Sounds good to me. Chop that little brat up.
No, it's okay. The woman who advocates murdering my child may have him. It's the compassionate thing to do.
That's her. That's a baby mama if I've ever seen one. Give her, the baby.
See how all of Israel marvels at his wisdom, Jeffrey?
This has got to be the most unrealistic nonsense I've ever seen.
The baby lives. Life, finds a way.
In the years to come, news of Solomon's wisdom spread far and wide. He knew thousands of proverbs and songs and taught lessons about beasts and plants. Men of all nations came to listen to his great wisdom.
Well, Jeffrey, it looks like King Solomon is doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah, well, I guess that's what happens when you're the wisest person to ever exist.
Yeah, well, look at that temple he had built for me.
Well, it looks nice and all, but you don't seem too happy with it.
Oh, I'm happy with it, but look at the palace he built for himself.
Wow, he's going through his rock star phase. Doesn't seem very wise to me.
Yeah, well, he's making a killing trading with the pagans.
Trading what?
King Solomon lunch boxes. I've said it time and time again. I don't know if I'm just talking to myself or what, but I'm telling you, merchandising is where it's at.
Look at how you're using your so-called God-given wisdom. Solomon, I'll tell you the problem with the power you're using here. It didn't require any discipline to attain it. You prayed as others had done, and you took the next step. You didn't earn the knowledge for yourself, so you don't take any responsibility for it. You stood on the shoulders of God to accomplish something as fast as you could, and before you even knew what you had, you patented it and packaged it and slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and now you're selling it. You want to sell it.
I like it. I gotta know, what is your name, little one?
Jeffrey?
Jeff! Something about that name just rolls off the tongue. I like it.
Jeffrey, I'm getting the distinct impression that Solomon is trying to get my attention again.
Oh yeah? Whatever gave you that idea? Oh, holy shit! How many animals is he sacrificing this time?
Let's see, that's, carry the 22,000 cattle and, 120,000 sheep and goats.
Well, looks like he's rubbing the proverbial genie's lamp again. I guess you better go and grant him another wish.
Yep.
And don't you think it's a bit primitive that the creator of the universe has to communicate this way? I mean, give the guy a Skyphone 7 or something.
Jeffrey, the act of sacrificing is a gesture of gratitude, loyalty, and commitment to me. I can't get that out of a Skyphone 7 or whatever.
You don't need to get anything at all, actually, because you already know the hearts of all men, right?
Yeah, sure, the sacrificing isn't all that necessary, because, yeah, I do know the hearts of all men. But, yeah, damn, I love me some barbecue. Sorry, I'm not available at the moment, but if you leave your name, number of sacrifices, and a brief message after the tone, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks.
God?
Relax, I'm just fucking with you. See, I told you he wouldn't get it, Jeffrey. Look, Sully, if you obey all that I command, then you're golden. You and your kids will have nothing to worry about forever. Capiche? On the other hand, if you disobey me, then I'm cutting you off, and all of Israel too, faster than a rich daddy cuts off a spoiled brat who threw a rave at the beach house without permission. You'll become an object of ridicule. A great, wise, and handsome man might even make a cartoon about you.
Hey, God, this is an awfully nice temple.
Huh? Yeah, it's a nice place. Whatever, Jeffrey. Don't interrupt me when I'm trying to get people to worship me.
You know, I find it interesting that King Solomon is supposed to be the wisest person of all time, yet he had no problem with using slave labor to build this temple.
Here we go again.
God Almighty himself has said that he made King Solomon the absolute pinnacle of human wisdom, yet King Solomon is cool with slavery. And God is cool with accepting the result of slave labor. What do you think that says about God? Do you think it makes you seem like an omniscient, perfectly good creator of the universe? Or does it make you seem more like merely a product of a civilization that saw no problem with slavery?
You know what, Jeffrey? You've made some good points. And I've decided to take it up with Solomon.
Really? Glad to hear it.
Sully, I am a benevolent God, and I wish to show compassion to your forced labor. They should be allowed to partake of Taco Tuesdays. I mean, this is a win-win, for they will be able to work even longer hours, fueled by delicious tacos. How'd I do?
King Solomon, the great Queen of Sheba, has heard tales of your incredible fame and wisdom, so she has come to test you with the most difficult, most ingenious questions ever asked of any man.
Difficult questions aside, I'm quite honored and flattered to just come and see me. Please, Queen Sheba, be my guest.
How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Right, a woodchuck. Would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could. Chuck wood.
Damn it, Solomon! I've appeared to you twice, yet you still turn from me, frolicking with all your wives and worshipping other gods.
Right, so the wisest man in the Bible met God in person twice and still ended up worshipping other gods. Interesting.
Never underestimate the power of Punani, Jeffrey.
That's goddamn right.
700 wives and 300 concubines is a bit excessive, Solomon. Biblical marriage is supposed to be between one man and one woman. How do you think it makes me look when the man I've made the wisest person of all time ends up in a marriage of 1,000 people?
One man, one woman. God, I refuse to believe that you aren't, familiar with the concept of attraction.
Enough! You've allowed these wicked foreign women to turn you away from me, and you need to be punished for that. I'll keep things together while you're alive, but after that, the kingdom will be torn out from under your son and broken apart.
Wait, so you're gonna punish Solomon's son and the rest of the kingdom because you're mad at Solomon?
Yeah, so?
And you're blaming it all on wicked foreign women?
Yeah, so?
Huh. You know, Job's wife encouraged Job to curse God. Rebecca was a conspirator. Leah and Rachel deceived Jacob. Samson's wives backstabbed him. Lot's daughters got Lot drunk so that they could have sex with him. Eve tricked Adam into eating the forbidden fruit.
Get to the point, Jeffrey.
The point, God, is that every time there's some righteous man in the Bible who has God's favor, there's a pretty good chance he'll be undone by a wicked woman.
Jeffrey, it's called a hierarchy. God is the best, men are second best, and women are shit.
God, a great many people will believe that the Bible is inerrant. They're going to use those books as a justification to treat women like shit, like property. Not only that, but you're punishing Solomon's son, who had nothing to do with Solomon's transgressions. Examples like these will be followed throughout history, punishing people for the things their ancestors did, which is A, entirely beyond their control, B, totally unjust, and C, completely unknown to the actual transgressors because they would long since be dead when these so-called punishments are carried out. I mean, you're supposed to be omnibenevolent and omniscient. You can't possibly be this dumb and unjust.
I could see why some of the other angels took him for snobby. He didn't have a quiet way about him, talking back to God in a way that just wasn't normal around here. And God sometimes wore an invisible coat just to avoid the little shit. Yeah, I think it would be fair to say God hated Jeffrey from the start.